Okay, Swiss Mouse just got washed and waxed and steam cleaned on the inside, and it's the cleanest it's ever been. I'm gonna bring you inside for a second, show you around. There's a few things laying about, so normally these two things aren't, or all this stuff right here isn't here. I'm gonna do an oil change tomorrow, that's what that stuff is. And normally the tools are under the bed, but I'm gonna be using them tomorrow to install some more LED lights. So yeah, so here's the van. Got some wood cabinetry up there. Those are 4 cabinets. Got the PCT map that my brother gave me. That fits perfectly right there. So cool. In fact, let me get a closer view of that. Is it blurry? Yes. There you go. Okay, so, and then Brett gave me that one, which his brother-in-law Tracy made, or he makes a lot of these for artistic purposes. As you can see, I installed LED lights all around the top, inside, which is awesome. And I can change them with my phone. I can change the color. I can have them blink to the music. I can have them go to be dim or bright or fast or slow. I can have them change colors and strobe lights and all kinds of stuff, so it's pretty fun. I installed this curtain here with a tension rod, just an $8 tension rod at Home Depot, which was a nice find. And you just screw it, you unscrew it, or you screw it out until it's just has tension on both sides, and then yeah, just have the curtain. I have the curtain doubled up right now because it's too long for the van, and I have that bungee holding it in place when I'm not using it. Got some bins here, and this bin is all my food, which is mostly non-perishable food, like pastas and snacks and trail mix and bars and beef jerky and so forth. I got a book that I'm reading right now, and also a Kindle with every other book I have on it, because that book is not available on Kindle. In this bin I have clothes such as sweatshirts and some other long sleeve shirts. Gotta have the djembe, which is also my water bottle holder when I'm sleeping at night. And then there's my bed, as you can see. There's that cardboard box is back there right now because, again, I'm going to use that tomorrow to get under the van to do an oil change. Got my headphones back there, so when at night, I'm watching movies or listening to music or something, I don't have to play it loud so people can hear me, because you got to be pretty stealthy at night. Oh, and I just installed this yesterday, which is pretty cool. A little home sweet home California thing. Got that at TJ Maxx. Also got this thing, which says, "Not all who wander are lost." Unfortunately, I was going to put it up the right way, but instead I use it to... This thing keeps autofocusing. I use it to cover the electrical panel, which is kind of cool. If you take it off, I have Velcroed it on there. There's the electrical panel, so it's hiding the electrical panel, which is built into the van. So this thing is cool. All the electronics and lights and everything in this van is tied to a secondary battery, which is actually over there in the back corner of the van under the bed. I'm going to upgrade it eventually to a marine deep cycle battery, 155 amp hour, once I get the solar panels on the roof, so then I'll have a lot more power and won't have to worry about the battery dying and all these lights going off and all the fans. So anyway, this control panel, the top one controls these lights. There you go, so they come on and off with that. Also, I can control those with my phone, as I mentioned earlier. The second one controls the fan, this fan, which also oscillates and has high and low speed. The other one controls that fan, which right now is not oscillating. Turn those off. The fourth one down controls the stereo, which is up here. So I keep that one on all the time because there's also another switch up here that turns on the stereo. So that'll come on in a second, but yeah, there it goes. So I can have the stereo on too when I'm not driving, which is nice. This one here is not in use yet, but I'm probably going to tie some more LED lights to that. And this one here controls, there's some LED lights under here. come on. And there's some more LED lights actually under here as well. It's hard to see right now because I got my sweatshirt blocking it, but they're controlled with that button, so when I'm sleeping I can just press that button right over my head. It's kind of nice and convenient. So what else? Oh, I have these blackout Reflectix things that I made. So when I'm sleeping at night, let's see if I can. Here's just one example, but so this is for the, let's see, it says right on it. Well, you can't see it because the lights are so bright. Oh, back left. I don't know if you can see that. Well, anyway, it says on there, back left. Yeah, it's hard to see. I can see it. Camera can't see it. So that's back left. So what that means is I just stick it in there. Let's see. Do that with my fingers. Boom. And then that's done. So I have one of those for every single window, including the front windows, and then just a sunshade for the main windshield. When I put all those out and I have that curtain back, you can't see me. You can't even see any light even if I have these LED lights on. However, there is a little gap where the rear view mirror is, so you can see through there. And since they're up here above this curtain, you can still see that there's light in here and there's somebody in here if you wanted to. So that is a problem I want to fix eventually, but it's not that big of a deal. So usually at night I don't even have all these lights on anyway. I disconnect it right there, and then I only have those two strips on, which are right above the bed, perfect for reading, because I don't really need so many lights. And recently I just got a candle too, and I put it right there and light it. It makes the whole van smell good, and cast a little nice light too, so I don't even need the LEDs to use those. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, didn't even go under the bed. So under the bed, I got this drawer, which is pretty cool. Let's see, I'll show you. It's got this little latch right here, which is key, because if I don't remember to latch it, it comes out when I'm driving. That's no fun. But anyway, in here I got all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, so all kinds of stuff in here, just random stuff that is convenient to have access to. I'll lock it right there. Cool. I also have the Mr. Buddy heater right there, which is a nice thing in the morning. Sometimes it's really cold. I just throw that thing on for 5 minutes. That's a propane heater. It heats up the whole van. This is my laundry bag, and I have some clothes that I'm going to get dirty tomorrow that I didn't put in the bag, so I'm going to use those clothes when I do the oil change. So I just left them out. This is a bin with most of my clothes that I wear on the regular. So between that bin and that bin, I have all my clothes easily accessible. I do have one more bin or a suitcase with some more clothes in it, like jackets and shoes in the middle, back there, under the bed too. So if I want to get to that, all I gotta do is undo this bungee and pull it out. Oh, actually, sorry, it's a blue bin, and then behind that's a blue suitcase with shoes. So anyway, in the blue bin is more clothes that I don't wear too often. Behind there, let's see if I can see that. I have kind of some cooking stuff, some more propane for the heater, my jet boil, frying pan, another water bottle for whatever. It's a clean canteen. There's my soap, my Dr. Boner's soap. Gotta have that. Over here, there's another pan with another stove inside of it, and more camping stuff. Some dispensable wipes. Here I got my 5.5 gallon water jug, which is kind of a pain in the ass to pour into these tiny smart water bottles that I have with those tiny cap openings. However, I got this one just because it fits perfectly right there behind the chair, and it's kind of a low profile. It doesn't take up a lot of space. I could have got one with a proper dispenser, but then I would have had to put it, I don't know, on there, and since those two bins fit so perfectly on that shelf, I just left it the way it was. got that one. There's a fire extinguisher there, which is a nice safety feature in case something ever goes wrong. So speaking of that, yesterday I went to Dean's house and he helped me put this piece of wood in right now, which looks like nothing right now, but if you unscrew these 3 bolts behind there is the panel, the electrical panel, that all the wire, all the lights and everything is tied to. So if I want to install, and he showed me how to, since I've never really done electrical before, and he's an electrician, he gave me the basics of how to connect a positive and negative, and how to splice the wires and do the insulated connectors and everything. So I'm going to install some more LEDs. I'm probably going to get rid of the ones that are under there and install some more of these because they're awesome, and get another Bluetooth controller. Oh, and by the way, the Bluetooth controller I got is mounted right there. What else? Oh, some other safety features. I installed a carbon monoxide monitor right above my head because I don't want to be sleeping and some sort of gas leak happens and gets into the car and I die in my sleep. That would be no fun. Also, I have a, oh, I'll show you this. That's a dehumidifier. It's a passive one, so you don't have to plug it in. It just uses these beads, and when the beads get wet, you plug it in for 15 hours and it dries out the beads, and it goes a while. Probably goes about 2 weeks or 3 weeks before I have to actually charge it. So that's nice. Got all my tools in here. I don't know if you've seen that. Got all my tools. And then I was going to show you here. So with the dehumidifier, I got this meter that shows the humidity level, the temperature, the high and low for the day, and that's handy to have. Tim and Hannah are getting married, so I have to save the date behind this magnet that I had already. What else? Got a bunch of hooks around. There's one over there, one that's holding those. I actually have another one in the drawer that I could install if I want to. Oh, and I forgot to show you this. So again, under here, there's two USB ports. This thing sucks. There's 2 USB ports and a 12 volt right there. There's also one back in that corner, and one back in that corner. There's 2 little shelves, and under each shelf there's another one, just like that. And then there's another one under there. You can see the blue light actually. That's another one. So there are a total of 8 USB ports and 6 12 volt connections possible in here right now. Plus Dean gave me a 400 watt inverter yesterday that has 110 power, so I can plug in regular appliances and things to that if I want to. What else can I show you? Got my trash can, which is handy right behind the driver's seat, so I can throw things away when I'm driving or when I'm back here. Got my cooler for right now that Brett gave me. Penzis is his wife's maiden name. I'll probably want to get a fridge, I guess, eventually, but we'll see. It's kind of those things are expensive. There's a bunch of stuff in the passenger seat right now that I'm gonna return because I bought too much stuff at Walmart because I wasn't sure which kind of filter and some of the oil stuff I got at the auto parts store instead of Walmart, which was a little more expensive, so I'm gonna return it. Anyway, added that steering wheel cover, which is a nice little addition. Got my fast track for going over toll bridges. Got my sunglasses that hang right there, which is pretty convenient. That is about it. Oh no, I got these cushions in here. Under here is an ottoman, which is more stuff in here. It's a little Tupperware thing that I got that holds like all my wires and batteries and screws and things like that. I'll show you. It's got three levels. It's got jewelry in the bottom level, electronics, and then screws. Some random other Tupperware, some gloves, peanut butter, some snacks, and a coffee mug. That's the coffee mug I use on the regular though. That Hydro Flask is amazing. Keeps coffee hot for like 5 hours. Anyway, and there's where I can mount my phone, keep my phone mounted. Oh, and I installed that so I can actually slip in my GoPro into that and film either myself for the road while I'm driving. Here's my GoPro on this Gorilla Stick. So I just slide this part into there, and boom, I can record myself or the road. So it's pretty handy for video logging. Let's see, anything else? There's a bunch of these lights also throughout the van, which are the only lights that are actually tied to the main battery. Everything else in here that's electrical is tied to the back battery. And the back battery is charged by the main battery, so they're in line. So if the back battery ever dies, then just drive the vehicle and it charges. Alright, I think that's about all I have to say about that.